Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright. So for this one, I'm gonna be telling y'all about my boy Goldmouth. Dog, this one funny. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so this how it was. I told y'all before about how I was getting down with the fake money, right? Well, this night, we had got a party bus. Long story short on all of that, we jumped on the party bus. We went downtown. We got downtown. I was spending the fake money in the club, right? Well, in between all of that, I ended up getting jumped in the club. You know what I'm saying? While we had the party bus. So the party bus was out there waiting on us. You know what I'm saying? I got jumped in the club, got thrown out the club. I get thrown out the club. I go straight back to the party bus. I didn't told this before in my live, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm gonna make it real short. So when I get to the party bus, half of the people was still on the bus. Other half was off the bus waiting in line to get in the club. But I got in the club on some janky shit, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I got jumped, thrown out, right? Now here I am back on the party bus. I'm back on the party bus. I'm arguing with my mans the whole time. I'm talking about, nigga, how you let me get jumped in the club? Where was you at? That type of time. So everybody trying to hold me back from fighting him, type shit. So the party bus man, he got scared. He started the truck up, pulled off. He like, man, I don't care whoever on this bus. Y'all the ones I'm dropping off. Everybody else getting left. Y'all tripping. This ain't my job. So he flying back to the hood to drop us off. The whole time we all on the bus drunk. I'm trying to fight my mans. They trying to hold us back. It was a lot of chaos. You know what I'm saying? So we get to the block, right? When we get to the block, the party bus man dropped us off on 7 Mile. He ain't even take us down the block. He just dropped us off on the main road, right on 7 Mile Road, right? So we all get off the bus. Now, let me tell you about Goldmouth, right? Goldmouth is from the South. We from the North. We from Detroit. Goldmouth been living in Detroit with us since he was a kid, but he always had that Southern mentality. He had the Southern slang, everything. Even though he been up here in the D with us since we was kids, but he still carried on that Southern mentality. So he basically he like had like fake gold teeth, and he have a whole grill all across his front top teeth, right? All gold teeth. So that's how he got the nickname Goldmouth. You know what I'm saying? Now look, when they threw us, well, damn, not threw us. I'm thinking about the club. When we get off the party bus, right? As soon as we get off the bus, mind you, I'm drunk as hell. I'm trying to fight my mans. I'm mad that I got jumped in the club, all type of shit. Like, I was just all over the place. So when we got off the bus, just so happened some cops had a little crime scene going on right there in front of us. So evidently something happened. Niggas ran from them, and they was out there collecting the evidence. So it was like 3 or 4 squad cars out there. It was like, I don't know, probably like 5 or 6 cops, maybe more. I don't really remember, but I know it was some cops out there. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I get into it with the cops. You know what I'm saying? I get into it with them. I'm trying to fight them. I squared up with them and everything. Detroit police, they not with all of the shooting and killing civilians. You know what I'm saying? Like how these other states and stuff do. Detroit don't be on it. They will fight you. You feel me? So while I'm trying to square up with them, they all come walking towards me with their billy clubs. You know what I'm saying? While they doing that, the guys grab me like this nigga. Damn, this nigga tweaking again. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say tripping, but I be using tripping or tweaking. So don't think I ain't on my game. But anyway, they like, man, this nigga tweaking again. So they grab me, drag me away from the police, right? So we get to walking down the block. It's about 20 of us. You know what I'm saying? We all mobbing down the block, arguing with each other. Everybody blaming me for fucking up the night, because I was drunk. You know, got jumped in the club, thrown out, all of that. So everybody blaming me. I'm going at everybody, fuck all of y'all, woo woo. You know, we going back and forth. It was just crazy. While we walking up the block, right? So we get halfway up the block, right before we get to where we post up at. While we walking, next thing you know, this nigga Goldmouth just passed out. Right while we walking. We walking, arguing, going back and forth. This nigga Goldmouth just fell. Boom. He fell in somebody's grass. You know what I'm saying? He fell in a little landing strip of the grass where the grass sit on the curb. Like where you park your car on the street. Like he landed right there in that little strip of grass, you know, so this nigga passed out in somebody's grass. We all like, man, this nigga Goldmouth done fell out. What the fuck? You know, we looking at him, nigga out cold. Like, that's just how drunk he was. He out cold in somebody's grass. So we kept mobbing down the block. You know, we still got our shit going on. We get down there where we post up at. We all out there arguing, going back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Eventually, you know, we got over that. You know, we kicked it for a while and everything. We was all good. We all slapped fives, called it a night, right? Even the people that got left at the club, they got rides back to the block. They pulled up. You know, it was a whole lot of back and forth. But like I said, we ended up squashing all that. We called it a night because we knew we was just drunk. You know, it was what it was. So we all called it a night. Boom. This is about 1 in the morning, 1:30. We stayed out there probably like 4, 5 in the morning, arguing and, you know, all of that. We got back to the block maybe around 1 a.m. and we was out there arguing until about like 4 or 5 a.m. So we was out there for hours just going, you know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, when we called it a night, we get back up probably around like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. So we only had a couple hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? Boom, we get back up, we back on the block. Like, that's how we was younger. You know, when you younger, you know, you can go to sleep late and wake up early. So that's what it was. We went to sleep about 5, 6 in the morning. We was back up about 8, 9 a.m. We got a couple hours, a little cat nap, couple hours, we back out, right? All right, so now we back out on the block. While we on the block, we still talking about what happened last night. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, last night was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So while we going about that, I'm like, man, that nigga Goldmouth had passed out down the street, you know? So we look down the street while we see him still laying there in somebody's grass. Mind you, this is the next morning. It's daylight. The sun is out. Everything. And it's the middle of the summer. This nigga just laid out in somebody's grass, knocked the fuck out. So we walked back over there to him. He's still laying there. You know what I'm saying? We done picked up a stick, poking him with it and everything. He, you know, he moving, but the nigga was just still slumped. You know what I'm saying? Man, we was crying, laughing, like literally crying, laughing, you know. So all that anger we had, it all turned into laughter and happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like Goldmouth, he turned that around for us. You know what I'm saying? So we walked back down the street to where we post up at, you know. While we down there, Goldmouth finally get up maybe like an hour after we seen him still laying there, right? He get up, he come walk to us. He stumbling everywhere, all this shit, right? Dog, we crying, laughing at this nigga like, man, this nigga is funny, you know what I'm saying? So he get to us. He like, man, I was fucked up, woo, woo. You know, he said this couple little words, and we just laughing, dog. Nigga like, man, I'm about to go home and lay down, man. He was like, man, we had a good night, dog. Woo. You know, like, man, we was just out there laughing and kicking it, man. But after that, he went and walked home, stumbled his ass all the way home, man. Oh my God. That was one of the funniest things that I could think of, dog. Cause he literally just passed out while we walking. We all walking, arguing, everything. Goldmouth was in the mix. He in the mix, arguing, fussing, fighting with us, all of that too. And then while we walking, the nigga just said, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck was that? Man, out cold, dog. Some of the funniest shit in the world, you know. Goldmouth, dog. That nigga passed out on somebody's grass. The neighbors ain't say nothing. Nobody said nothing. Everybody just left his ass out there like a dead body just laying in somebody's grass, man. But we all knew what it was. You know, it's the hood. Everybody knew what was going on. Everybody knew that nigga was drunk, just passed out, So it was what it was, man. But that was a hell of a time, man. Goldmouth, you a funny motherfucker, dog. You turned that night around for us, man. I appreciate you for it, Brody. It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.